you very much. What's up, guys? I want to welcome Doublelift and Aframu now to the desk. You guys were pretty much in command and control the entire game, it seemed. Talk to me, I guess, about the fact that we have a lot of new rosters now in the LCS fighting up against now Wild Turtle and Glebe.
Well, last split, I didn't really have any issues playing against Turtle and Xpecial. And I felt like them and C9's bot lane were like really strong, but then C9's bot lane had just started pulling ahead relative to TSM's. And then now, Glebe is not a spectacular laner. Like, Xpecial hits all his hooks, and he's just actually, he has like good lane presence, but I think Glebe and Turtle are a lot weaker than him and Xpecial were. So I'm especially like not scared to 2v2 them. And they were playing a really weak lane, Cog Leona. I don't know what they were thinking to try to 2v2 us. It's kind of silly.
So talk to me about the Leona pick, because so far every time I've seen you play, Alistair was into Leona. But also every time you happen to have an Orianna on your team. Did you like see this coming a while in advance, or you're just like, Orianna's good, and then you're like, oh great, I get the engage combo?
No, we pre-planned this before coming up against TSM. We know what we wanted to play, and we had all the counters ready, and we were prepared to play against them.
Yeah, and Doublelift, you actually mentioned there wanting the 2v2 and how TSM did that. Just kind of walk me through the early game and how you guys knew that you would meet up with them 2v2, or Afrof.
Well, we warded early, and originally we were like, there's no way they're not going to 2v1 with Cog Leona. So like in my mind, I was like, yeah, we're just going to 2v1. Lulu's going to come down eventually to try to pick up some farm, but it's just going to be standard 2v1. But we saw Cog show on a ward. He was like bleaching blue or something for Amazing, and I was like, wow, they actually want to fight us 2v2. Like, that's kind of dumb. So yeah, we ended up playing against them, and I think we're better in lane, and we also had the better matchup, in my opinion, because Cog is kind of weak early. And I was ahead by like 50 or 60 CS the whole game.
Yeah, I actually have a curiosity out from you. Speaking of Kog'Maw lanes, when I typically see him paired with a guy like Nami. Nami's been kind of coming back. I know she wasn't in this game, but like, why is it that Nami's kind of coming back in a competitive?
Nami is very, very good, especially with the lifesteal nerf runes. They got nerfed, so sustain is that much more important. Plus, Nami also has 2 knockups for Yasuo, so you can also run that comp as well. And in lane, Nami is pretty much a lane dominator, as you see SKT run Vayne Nami as well, and it just crushes lane. And it's also really good for Kog'Maw, and he doesn't have to run lifesteal runes, so you can just run full attack speed, which I think what Turtle ran that game, but they didn't have sustain. And yeah, but they should have probably picked Nami that game instead of playing Leona, where they go all in with Kog'Maw, who's just immobile, range carry, and you can't really back up your support when he goes in.
Yeah, and you guys punished that a little bit in the middle of the game. It looked like a close game as far as the gold is concerned, with Darius getting a few kills top, you being ahead in CS and bottom lane. Let's actually pull up this clip. It was a mid-game team fight. You guys did the cow ball combo. Talk me through when you saw this play and how you executed it.
I think LeBlanc was coming from bottom right now, and I was like, Link, you got ball, I have flash, let's do this. And he was like, okay, man, here you go. And yeah, we just did the cow delivery ball system.
All right, let's get right into this clip. I mean, there's also a couple nice plays here. Doublelift, you just dodged a glitter lance with a flash in the last second as well.
Oh, I do like a sideways culling too. I'm pretty bad at this game, to be honest. I just got carried right here by Afro and Link. They're too good at the game. And I just want to point out that the only reason Cog didn't flash, look at that. That was the worst culling of my life. Just like, please end the clip right there.
But then you flashed the glitter lance.
Too easy, dude. Yeah, I knew he was going to turn around and throw it at some point, but what was I going to say? Oh yeah, I was going to say Dexter, previously, like probably a minute or 2 minutes before that, he said, I'm going to flash cocoon Cog. And I was like, this is a good idea, because the worst case scenario is Cog blows flash for your flash, and that's a win. And the best case scenario is your cocoon lands and he just dies instantly. And I was like, Turtle actually has good enough extra time to just flash the flash cocoon. But I was like, his flash is down now. We're going to win the next fight 100%. So props to Dexter for making that play.
That was really good. I like that. So one thing we actually mentioned is how you were getting ahead. Your mid-game farm is gigantic. Even though the lane was like plus 15 CS or something, you had this period of time where you just kind of sat there farming the bot lane, like kind of by yourself. How did you keep the lane to where you're getting farm and Cog wasn't?
After I take tower, you can set the lane up so that it's pushing towards you, because like your wave smashes their tower and then there's the pull. Like there's always the reverse. And we were smashing lane really hard right then, because I think we had like a 3 or 4 man dive coming, and then Turtle just kind of like backed off and did wolves or white. And then Cog is actually super weak early. He went mid lane to try to pick up some farm, but then Bjergsen's probably like, that's my farm. And so I think he was just jungling for a long time, and I was just sitting there like, when's he going to come lane against me? Which he can't really do. So I think I picked up like probably 20 or 30 CS before pressure kind of spilled over to other lanes, and I was like, okay, it's time to push and go mid.
All right, well, you guys looked very impressive in this game over TSM, but last week wasn't necessarily that good for you guys. You went 2-2. What did you guys do in the time between last week and this week to improve and try to look better?
I think we changed roles in the team, and for some reason I was doing picks at the start when I was really confused and stuff like that. I'm like, okay, what should we pick here, guys? And then we swapped it back for last split where Link was doing draft in charge of that stuff, and I was just doing win conditions and then objective calls and stuff like that. And we just changed it back, so it's going a lot better now. And we also don't have like crappy picks in scrims where scrims are like a waste of time. So.
All right, sounds good.
Yeah, it's good as well. Actually, one real quick final question as well. Speaking of the team gelling better, how's Seraph doing with you guys? Is he?
He's doing really good. His English is improving at an alarming rate. It's very, very good. And he usually understands everything we say.
That's awesome. Well, guys, congratulations on your win. We'll see you tomorrow as well for hopefully another one. Well, guys, don't go anywhere. We're coming back with more games. After the break, Complexity will face off against Evil Geniuses, who are on the hunt for their first